Welcome to North Metropolitan TAFE and welcome to the Environmental Monitoring and Data Management Skills course. This is the Learning Management System Blackboard. My name is Richard and I will be your trainer and assessor for this course. Congratulations on choosing us for your training needs, and we all look forward to working with you. Environmental monitoring, as you know, is of critical importance in our modern society, and whether you're engaged in monitoring pollution or site rehabilitation or compliance monitoring, you may be required to evaluate formulae, assess trends or perform calculations. The data could come from field sampling, it could be sensor-based, or could come from lab analysis and may be required in a table or a chart. So, to introduce the course, which will run on Wednesdays between 8:30 and 11 a.m, a good place to start is the Learning and Assessment Plan. This provides the key information that you need to know for now. You can access this document by double-clicking on the heading, and the file will be saved to your Downloads folder or other location depending on the settings on your computer. This file is a Word document. So regarding the resources that you will need for the course, these are listed here. You are strongly advised to bring a scientific calculator to class. Bringing a clear plastic ruler will be of use. And there is a course workbook which will be supplied by the college. You will receive this in your first class. Now at the bottom of this first page is the assessment summary. These are the mandatory assessments that must be completed in order to pass the course. The next page gives more details about the week-to-week training schedule, and you will receive more information in class. So here's the schedule for the first 10 weeks, and then comes the term break for 1 week, and then the second 10 weeks of the program with the written theory and knowledge test in week 16. The other important task that we must complete in week 1 is the BKSB numbers and knowledge skills evaluation. The results of this test will help your trainers provide the right level of training for each of you individually. For this reason, it's important to do the whole test by yourself. You will need about an hour and there's no time limit. So to log into the BKSB test, your username will be your student ID, which is usually an 8-digit number. And the password is the word password. You will then get a welcome page, continue on to the terms and conditions, and scroll down to accept. It is the Focus English and Focus Maths quizzes that you need to complete. In each case, choose Take the Initial Assessment, and the test can be done in either order. So, click on Take the Initial Assessment, and then carefully work through each page of the test, following the instructions as you go. Eventually, you'll get to a point where you're told End of Assessment. At this point, click on Results and go back to the home page. Next, click on the other link, Take the Initial Assessment, and work through this one in a similar manner. Once you've completed these 2 tests, you've now done the essential housekeeping that must be completed during the first week of the course.